And here we go again. Poor people that was shot by the 17-year-old in Kenosha. Every one of them had a record. One of them was a pedophile. So now you people are setting and making a martyr and crying about the death of a pedophile. The other two were convicted felons. Um, you know, I don't know when this shit will ever end or if it will. I mean, I truly believe there's going to be a civil war. It's just you people are, I don't even have words for it. You're so concerned about these people who are menace to society, but yet the people who have done nothing that are dying, you have nothing to say about it. The white family that was rear-ended by the black man, and he decided to get out and open fire and kill. I'm not sure if all three of them died. I know two of them died. Then you have Cannon Hennett who died, and you know, then you call the boy who shot people in Kenosha racist. Well, let's see. He's racist, he's white, and he shot 3 white people protecting his life. Anybody would have done the same thing in the situation. Do you people not understand, like, truly, you scare some adults, like, there are adults that are afraid of you because of the hostile environment that you create, and burning, destroying, flipping out, shooting people, beating people, and you truly think that a 17-year-old boy, think about this, 17-year-old boy, he's gonna fear for his life. He's gonna do what he has to protect himself. It's too bad that it was a 17-year-old that it happened to. I will say that because he's got a lot of life ahead of him. Hopefully he's found not guilty, because he's not guilty. He's protecting himself. People can hate on this video. They can hate on me, say whatever you want. But the reality is this young man was protecting his life. You're scaring people. I've been saying this for a long time. You guys have so many people scared. It's not even funny. And I talk to my family, and I always make sure that they stay clear of anywhere that anything could happen to them. But this young man, he was just protecting himself. He has a gun pointed at his face from one idiot, and then the guy goes on to tell his buddy, when his buddy visits him in the hospital, "Oh, the only regret I have is not unloading my magazine on him." Well, I'm glad you got shot, piece of shit, because you deserved it. The other guy deserved it because he was a pedophile. You touch children, you should die. I mean, that's just a fact. That's sick. You're a sick person if you think that you need to touch children and hurt children. And the other fella, he wasn't even much better. He had quite an extensive record himself. I'm not perfect. I've had a record of my life, but the reality of it is I'm not going out burning down buildings and looting and rioting places. I've changed my life, and I do things for the better. I help people. I don't destroy people's things. I lift people up. I don't put people down. There's a huge difference, and what does that tell you? I mean, what's the odds? I mean, if you really think about it, what percentage of these people who are out looting and rioting, how many of them are convicted criminals? Because if the young man shot 3 people who was attacking him, and all 3 of them was felons, then how many other people out there? I mean, is that all it is? George Soros is paying all of these people who are criminals to go and destroy stuff? I mean, truly, that makes a lot of sense, I guess. But think about that for a minute. If he shot 3 people and the mob of people, did he just randomly shoot 3 people that were felons? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I'm sure that there was probably the whole crowd was full of them. But that being said, I'll go on to another subject. LeBron James, you're a fucking douchebag. You're as fucking stupid and ugly as your fucking shoes that you put out. And that's just the fucking facts, bud. Nobody cares that you want to cry and that you want to not go and play basketball. No, who watches you? What do you have, 5 people in the stands? Well, probably not even anybody in the stands. They're not even allowed to. But I mean, I bet you have no viewers. I don't pay attention to sports. One of my cousins was a huge fan, watched basketball, played basketball his whole life, was obsessed with it. And you, LeBron James, you piece of shit, you ruined that for him because you're such an idiot. So, you know, all of this makes no sense. Then you got the Hodge twins. Those guys are amazing guys. They tell it how it is. They don't take sides. They call it as they see it, just like I call it as I see it. And they're talking about taking their platform down off of Facebook, and they have 6 million followers. They're going to take their platform down because they talk about Trump and they're for Trump. Well, how much sense does that make? I mean, have any of you who are voting Biden truly ever sat down and listened to both sides to see what you believe and what you don't? I mean, there's none of you that can say that you're voting for Biden and give me a reason that you're voting for Biden besides, I don't like Donald Trump. Plain and simple. That's what you guys say. I don't like Donald Trump. I want Trump out of office. Trump's racist. Trump's this. Trump's that. No. Black Lives Matter is racist. Antifa is racist. They're both terrorist organizations. You know, and what you terrorists are doing is you are making more of America racist. That's truly what you're doing. I mean, you have people scared for their lives, like I said earlier in here, because of the stupid, ignorant shit you're doing. Go get a fucking job. Quit playing on the streets. Didn't your mommy and daddy tell you to be home when the fucking streetlights came on? Then be home when the streetlights came on. That doesn't mean run around and burn down shit. That doesn't mean run around and attack 17-year-old kids and end up getting shot. That means come home when mommy and daddy tells you and the streetlights come on. So, this being said, I would just like to say, fuck LeBron James, fuck the NBA, fuck the NFL, fuck Black Lives Matter, fuck Antifa, fuck anybody who is for Antifa or Black Lives Matter, because it's all a big crock of shit. Go to the Black Lives Matter website. What is the very first thing comes up? Joe Biden comes up. So, you know, you guys, I don't know, maybe all of you are for Joe Biden, but the guy's brain dead. He can't come to a debate. He can't have a complete sentence with somebody. I mean, if you can't have a single conversation or a sentence with somebody without going off on some tangent about, oh, little cockroaches jumping up on my lap. The kids used to come down and they'd rub the hair down on my legs and then they'd watch it float back up. I like little kids jumping up on my lap. What a sick fucking weirdo. And have you watched the videos of the guy? I mean, do you people voting for Joe Biden? Are you really feel safe? taking your kids around Joe Biden and letting him feel them up and sniff their hair. I mean, the guy is a lunatic. He's crazy. And the woman who he has as his vice president, that's what kills me. You guys are going to vote for Biden. His vice president has called him racist and said terrible things about him. She signed it or took oath into office as Indian, but now that she's running for vice president, she's all of a sudden black. What the fuck are you? Are you white or black, Kamala? I mean, or Indian? What are you? I guess these days you can claim you're whatever you want. You can say you're a fucking man if you're a woman. You can say you're a woman if you're a man. Who the fuck knows anymore? You know, all this shit got ruined when Obama, the worthless piece of fucking shit, decided he was going to let men into women's bathrooms. Go figure. Fucking pedophile. But it makes a lot of sense since Michelle Obama's probably fucking packing a bigger schlong than he is. So, let me correct that. Michael Obama is packing a bigger schlong than Barry Obama. So, I'm done with my tangent for tonight, but this shit is only going to get worse before it gets better. And all anybody who's out rioting is doing is they're making people hate people. They're causing fear among people. We live in the United States. We're not a third world country. My wife and children should not be afraid to go anywhere and worry about being attacked by somebody. That's just ridiculous. I mean, we're not in Somalia. You know, it doesn't even make any sense. You guys want to live and you want peace in the U.S., but all you do is create chaos and piss more people off. Have you thought at any time in your fucking little pea-head fucking brain that maybe there's a better way to do this? Just like the piece of shit Colin Kaepernick. He's got millions of dollars, but the worthless piece of fucking shit decides that he wants to disrespect the soldiers who have fought so this grown-ass man can play with a ball like a fucking child. Well, did you ever think, Crappernick, that, maybe I could put up some billboards, maybe I could spend some of my millions of dollars that these soldiers who I'm disrespecting fought for me to make. Maybe I could put up or have meetings, make a group, do something, do something productive. That's all it takes. Be productive. Don't be a piece of fucking shit. Don't fucking kneel when fucking national anthem happens. It's just common sense. I mean, did you really expect something good to come from that? Did Nike really expect something good to come from endorsing your fucking dumbass? Did Columbia expect something good to happen from endorsing Bubba Wallace? Did NASCAR expect something good to come from fucking taking down all of the freaking Confederate flags? The things that people do are just pissing people off more. Be productive. Writing Black Lives Matter on every fucking stadium floor and field and wherever the fuck, that isn't being productive. That's pissing people off. And it isn't pissing people off because they're racist. It's pissing people off because the way that you guys are going about this, it truly looks like you think your lives are more important than anybody else's life. And that's not fucking true. Everybody's life means the same. And the fact that you guys are setting and pushing and cramming your BLM Antifa bullshit down people's fucking throats, and the media is on top of it, but yet they skip out on really important things that are going on. They'd rather cram down, oh, there are some Antifa and Black Lives Matter people that was fucking shot by a 17-year-old protecting his life. He's a terrible person. Shut the fuck up, media. The fucking fact of the matter is, what you should be reporting on is all the fucking children that they just rescued from a fucking double-wide trailer and they saved from fucking sexual trafficking. I mean, let's get real. Who the fuck cares about Antifa and BLM? You know, save our children. That's what it should be. Everybody should be 100% save our children, because there's too many children that are going missing. There's too many sexual violent predators out there. You know, it's ridiculous. Who cares about any of this shit? LeBron James and fucking BLM and all that. The children that are getting trafficked mean more than any of these pieces of shit. And that is a fact. These are children who they're going to be our future. And yet there's nothing said about how they're all caught being trafficked. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The shit that the news covers is absolutely ludicrous. And you know, they're part of this whole thing, just like the Democrats. You guys cram this shit down people's throats, and what you're doing is you're creating a situation for civil war or race war, because that's all you care about. That's your agenda. If it doesn't fit your agenda, then you don't report about it. Why would 39 children being rescued from sexual trafficking not be more important than this stupid shit with BLM and Antifa? Why would a white family of 3 people who got rear-ended by a black man and then he opened fire, killing at least 2 of them, not be more important? Why is it only black people that matter? It isn't. So shut the fuck up. Quit cramming it down people's throats. Everybody's fucking tired of it. Fuck off CNN, NBC, CBS, fucking every fucking news channel out there. You guys are a bunch of fucking hypocrite pieces of fucking shit. You want to cram a bunch of fake liberal fucking shit down everybody's fucking throat. So go fuck yourselves. All you Republicans and conservatives, have a good night. Trump 2020.